Alright, 4th grade, so this is our first time doing our wire sculptures. Today we're going to be working on the actual gray part of the wire sculpture. We're not going to be worrying about any other part of it. So the colored part will actually come later. So don't ask about it today. Alright, so I'm going to put this off to the side, and our whole project is going to start with our head. So you're going to get this super long, big piece of wire. And at the very ends, on both ends, you're going to take a little flag of tape and you're going to wrap it around. And positioning the tape so it's mostly in the middle of those. It doesn't have to be perfect. In the middle and sticking them back together. This winds up having two purposes. First of all, it's a really great place to write your name. I'm going to write my name. And to write your class code. So 4, and then whatever your classroom teacher's name starts with. It's a really great idea to write it on both, because sometimes these flags come off because like they pull on each other, or the the wire just gets caught. So I did that. Give your marker a chance to dry. Use a Sharpie to do this, like a thin Sharpie. Don't use a pencil because pencils are really hard to see. Refocus this. Okay, so yeah, I did that. It's up there. Woohoo, delightful. Alright, so now I'm going to match up these two lines. And also these flags are great because now you can actually see the ends and they don't poke anybody in the eye. So I'm going to match up these two ends, and then I'm going to go all the way to the middle of my wire. And I'm going to take a shape, or make a oval, that's about the size of a nickel. So I'm going to cross it over, and then I'm going to twist 1, 2, 3 times. I'm twisting 3 times because I don't want that head to come apart. A lot of times kids just twist once, and if you're just twisting once, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. Okay, so now, everything, as we know, is proportionate according to the head. So what that means is, we know that our arms are 3 heads tall. But our shoulders are also our head tilted on the side. So we're going to count 4 heads. So I'm going to measure the head. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to pinch there. And I'm actually going to hold here, so where that first head ended. I'm going to bend this back, and I'm going to twist at that first head. And I'm going to twist 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Okay. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. I'm going to again count 4 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twist back. And then at that first head, I'm going to twist 3 times. 2, 3. Okay, so now I have these like big bubble arms. Okay, so if I look at my person, I have these like weird big long bubble arms. Okay, see that? If I measure these might have been miscounted. So if I miscount something, or if I didn't do a great job and they're 2 different sizes, I can actually untwist, and it does create a kink. So try not to untwist. Make it a little bit shorter so those arms are even lengths. Again, twisting 3 times. Alright. So these will become our arms. Okay. So I'm going to show you the beginning steps. So this is before you twist for an elbow and twist for a wrist. This is what it looks like. Now it looks like he has like giant wings. Okay, so then what you're going to do is about halfway through, you're going to twist. And then you're going to twist again for a wrist. Again, make sure you're twisting 3 times, otherwise it's not going to look right. This way it gives you an upper arm, a lower arm, and a hand. So I'm going to do it again on this side. I'm going to turn the wire around so it's not poking me. And you can definitely stand and do this. Sometimes that's really helpful. So notice, when I'm twisting, I keep one hand on top, and I then keep one hand on top, so I'm holding the shape of it. I twist, twist, twist. This hand always stays down. Again, this hand always stays down, and I twist for a hand. Twisting 3 times. I can kind of push that, so it looks like the arm is really big. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, you know that the body to the belly button is 2 heads tall. So I'm going to measure 1 head, so that's 1, 2. I'm going to twist at the second one Alright, that's going to be where the belly button. Now literally all you have to do, you don't have to measure for this, is just untangle bottom edges, because sometimes they get caught inside of each other. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to bend the leg, and at this point, you can just kind of hold the flag there, and you're going to wrap this leg up in there. Alright, I'm wrapping, and I'm not going to wrap all the way because my flag still needs to be able to come off, but later on you will wrap this whole thing. And I'm going to straighten out that leg, wrap. Take this, I'm actually going to wrap it the opposite way. Go the other way, making sure you wrap at least 3 times, and that you can read your name. That's important. Okay, so now you do that same thing that you did for the arms, but you do it for the knee. Wrap 3 times, and then for the foot. I'm going to do it again. And my guy's a little bit short in the legs because I'm using a shorter piece of wire than what you'll be working with. So, it's okay. Alright, there we go. So now your person can be manipulated however you want. They can do whatever positions, and that's actually what we're going to work on next week. This week is just about building this wire sculpture. So if you have any questions, let us know.